Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeked. But we encourage you to stay geeked, man. Listen, we got a lot to get into today, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a blonde hero out here saving the day, or is he? It's your boy Rail. Got Big J in the building, Cuz in the building, and we also got BA, man. I know Big J been gone for about 3 weeks now, man. Glad he back, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all geeking out with your boys for another episode, man. Listen, we do this every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. All right, as we get our geek on, talk about all things movie related, TV related, guys. So if you guys are into Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Predator, Terminator, whatever it is, join us here for these conversations. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, to everybody, hit them likes for us too. That'd be much appreciated. And if you got any questions, any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up, we ask that you add them to the comment section, and we'll address those at the end of the show. All right, fellas, man, we got a lot to get into, man. A show just came on today. Well, we'll talk about a couple shows, but we're gonna get into that here in a minute, man. Before we do, let's show some love to the merch of the channel. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in any of the t-shirts that you saw there on the screen, simply scroll down to the description box below. There are links to each one of the shirts down in the description box below. So go ahead, scroll down, click on those, and check them out. All right, fellas. Got a couple shows to get into before we start getting into the main stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this show right here. Can't see nothing out here, man. We're talking about Daredevil Born Again, season 2, episode 6. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first try. Listen, if you guys have not seen this episode, if you haven't seen any of the episodes, we encourage you to go watch them. Go watch this episode. Come back later and let us know what you think about the episode and the show as a whole. But until then, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir. Listen, you have been warned. We're going to be talking about Daredevil episode 6, and it's all the spoilery goodness. BJ, we're going to start with you today, man, since you've been gone for like a month. Go ahead and let us know what's your thoughts on episode 6 of Daredevil Born Again, season 2.
Well, so the episode was named Requiem, but
okay.
Nah, it was a good episode. It was interesting. I got to see a little bit more of my favorite character, Mr. Charles, who he likes to stir up things. We call him the BA of the show. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there and just agitates and offends as he walks every time he steps on the scene. So I got respect for him. We don't know what his real agenda is. We know that Fisk messed over him though. Also, we all knew that Doctor was about to die, right? Everybody knew that from the
Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I was like, bro, you need to get up out of there.
It's been a wonderful misery to join you on this journey. And it's like, then when he touched him on the shoulder, he was like,
yeah. It's like, oh, you doing too much, my guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You doing too much, man.
Yeah, I'm like, you about to die, sir. You speaking all heavenly and stuff like you.
Yeah.
Let me give you a bear hug. Also, can we get off, because somebody else talking about the fact that once again Wilson Fisk is supposed to be just a really, really, really strong man. I'm like, dude, you breaking backs, you punching concrete cinders, you know what I'm saying, knocking concrete off the wall with just a regular blow. I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
There's all this this peak human. I don't know what peak humans they deal with, but I've never seen anybody knock brick off. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I ain't seen it. Now I don't know about where y'all come from.
There's an old building. There's an old building.
He said, "Ow, Big J." You saw him do like this.
Yeah.
I also saw bricks chip off when he threw that punch. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Also, he just slung Matt with one arm into the brick.
Mhm. I think it that also shows Matt's strength to take those blows like he did and get back up. So if you see this guy taking pieces of bricks off and he's throwing those same blows to Matt and Matt get back up, it just shows his strength.
But the Saints.
No, I was gonna say y'all gonna find out that Wilson is a mutant.
That's what old boy said. I was just watching MT.
Oh my god, that'd be
MT
crazy.
said it. That's his theory. He thinks that MT. He said because he's like, there's no way.
MT is too far out sometimes.
That's funny.
But dude, think about it though. We saw Wilson yank the door off a car in Echo, and I'm like, all the stuff he does is like no. And so the last season when he squirrels that man's head to the pop, this is not. I don't care how much working out you do. Anytime he's supposed to be 450 pounds and 9 pounds of fat. That's what they said.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. There's not that much working out where you can just be squeezing heads and like he did it in the first season, didn't he crush one of the Russians' heads or something?
No, he slammed his head in that car door.
Okay, yeah. But I'm like, dude, we got to stop at all this. This is ridiculous. This peak, but also let's go back now. Karen is acting weird. You know what I'm saying?
You see though?
Trying to shoot the man while you handcuffed. That's like, come on.
I mean, he was asking for it.
Is there a better way to go at? Is there a better way to do it?
I'm about to say. I mean,
and she did lay out the what changed her.
I mean, all the death around her. I mean, I'm just guessing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hold on, let me see where my pliers at. Like, you know, my boy, Pulp Fiction. I got my pliers and my blowtorch. You know what I'm saying? We can,
the Book of Caesar.
What you got, BA? I'm saying,
so no, like I said, the overall, the city's coming to the edge. I think, I don't know. Something happened with Daredevil. I mean, with Kingpin, because we know he's not going to be in season 3. We already kind of heard that, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't think he's going to die. I hope he doesn't die. I hope that he gets arrested. I hope that he just loses it, just does something so egregious in front of everybody, and I think that's where he's heading. I think he's that unstable at this point, where he's just going to do something reckless and kill somebody on TV or something like that, where they can't just be like, oh, let's put a spin on it. You know what I mean? And Buck ain't going to be able to clean it up. So I think that's just going to be what it is. Also, we also saw that Buck is the coldest man, because when Kingpin killed that dude, he just walked in the room like, another Tuesday. Close the door, like, let me go home. Start him clean up. He on that stuff again. So, what do you got, BA?
You know, it was a good episode once again. Thought to finish. You just looking at the next. There's so many people that you can just see, like, is this the death scene? Is this where the person goes? Is this it? Is this it? More so with BB. Just her interactions with old boy. At one point, I did thought he was about to get the draws, but it didn't turn out that way. I really thought that he was close. You know, there was a couple people that was about to get the draws tonight. Buck was about to get the draws in the physical way. Like it was that choking scene was doing some things to Shorty. You feel me? So
and him.
And him. A lot of moments going on. You feel me? And you know, I'm not too off of Karen. Karen might be in the bullseye a little bit. You know, she like the girls. You know what I mean? Like she's just, that's just her vibe. You feel me? And then we saw the love child as well of Jessica Jones and supposedly Luke Cage. You know that child was
surprised biracial. I told my wife, I said, hold on now.
Daniel, that's Danielle Cage.
That's definitely that child, definitely biracial now.
She got both the powers.
So it was just like I said, it was a lot of different things. I do like the introduction to Jessica Jones. They didn't just say like, here's Jessica. Like, who's this little child running around? oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
probably her, but they didn't, they said that she might have been pregnant. Did they just take it from Daredevil a few years ago? Well, that their shows a few years ago. So the child will be aged up to about that right now. So it was a lot of question marks, but
Mhm.
we got the answer. Like, oh, okay, cool. So they didn't just, have her arrive. They had a little quick scene, and it justified her being brought into the mix. So you could probably see it's going to be similar for the other ones. And like, okay, that makes sense. That's a sensible way to bring the others in, other than just making a phone call, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty played out. So I'm glad they went that route with it. The opening from the funeral and everything like that is just you was waiting for, I guess, the anarchy to start, similar to Joker, the first one. You know what I'm saying? You was waiting for the anarchy to build and beef and vendetta the situation, and it's like we are at this point. So that's the entertaining part with that. It's just complete pandemonium is about to hit the fence, and that's what we're here for. We here to see chaos at its best. So I enjoyed it. It was definitely a very good episode for me. What you got, Will?
Yeah, it's one thing for me is in all this time, how did BB not put that disc at the house and hide it? All this time, you telling me you never went to the house and you couldn't hide it and put it in a safe spot? Why are you keeping it in your coat this whole time?
Man, that was
Did
like
you
days
just
ago. You still got it in your
eh,
coat.
that's what I'm saying. Like you should have. Like, there's no reason that he should have found that because he didn't see it. It's just the fact that he no longer trusted her and checked the code, and that's
Mm.
what's so crazy about it. I am glad that she didn't take the bait that we talked about that he was going to end up doing, feeding her false information, and then to see if she ends up leaking it. So I am glad that she actually deleted it because that would have made things even worse for her. I mean, it's still bad because he knows about the card, but it definitely would have been worse if she would have gone ahead and leaked that information that was a lie. So I'm definitely glad that she didn't do that. But yeah, we knew the anarchy was coming to crescendo. It's definitely hitting that. Karen, uh, yeah, as soon as her wig came off, we knew that something crazy was going to happen. Hadn't happened yet, but she did. The cop does have his weapon on her. Uh, I knew oh boy was going to end up getting killed. That one cop because they kept focusing on him a little bit too much. It was like, dang, they know something's going to happen. Something's going to happen to him, and they used that, which is crazy. Like, y'all see that this cop was up against the vehicle with this other cop and get shot. And y'all still listening to this dude talking about it was the vigilante. Like, what, what are we doing? Like, this is it's insanity to that they still following this guy, especially after I gotta. I don't understand how Buck had to be honest. I don't understand how Kingpin haven't had Buck to put that cop down at this point, just off of all the failures. His wife died. Their weapons being destroyed. It's just the constant failures of this cop. Like, you at this point, you just gotta lay it at the feet of the top cop at that point. And I'm surprised, he hasn't had Buck to put him down and put somebody else in control because there's way too many failures at this point that's been stacking. So, which is weird. But it's we knew that it was about to get bad. You see that we knew the governor at some point would end up pulling her support for Fist, especially once Vanessa died. And Mr. Charles definitely helped with that since he's upset with the weapons going away. And he's probably going to be even madder once he finds out that the weapons got destroyed. It's one thing for them to be stolen, it's another thing for them to be stolen and destroyed. So he's going to be extra mad about it. So it's going to be interesting if the final few episodes to see what ends up happening because of that. But this is getting pretty exciting. What you got, bro?
First of all, BB making me mad. I think I talked about it on the last show we had. BB making me mad. She's sloppy. Like you're not even like covering your tracks or anything, and you doing this. Like you obviously it didn't the way you kind of like coming at the dude and everything. It's like, oh, what you got? Like you thirsty or something. It's like, bro, calm down. Like you doing that, he already kind of putting two together. Like, oh, you only want to talk to me because you're trying to get information or whatever. And that's kind of what she was doing. Even when he was he told her that like fake news or whatever, saying like, yeah, Fitz not running for re-election or whatever. Oh, real? What's going on? Like, bro, see, you giving yourself away. And so her not sending out that little message or whatever, yeah, that's cool and everything. But like you said, how in the world you walking around with that little chip in your pocket for that long? That dude gave you that 18 years ago. Why are you walking around with that chip in your pocket? Yeah. And so that kind of made me mad, bro. The fact too, the doctor, we finally see her go full-fledged crazy over a choking book. Like I think in the comics she does go crazy too. Her character goes crazy in the comics, so it's kind of playing off of that a little bit. Now BJ, you talking about Karen and went crazy. And I'm telling you, I don't think Karen went. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm 1,000,000% agree with Karen. I think BA said this before, but I think like after episode like 2 or whatever. Everybody seemed to be dying around Matt. The good people are dying, not the bad people. The good people are dying, and so she has a point. Now I'm not condoning you killing people, but if it happened, I mean,
you don't have to save them. You ain't got to kill him, but you don't have to save him.
You heard what Batman said to Ra's al Ghul, I ain't gonna kill you, but I ain't gotta save you though. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Now, how do y'all condone Batman's no-kill rule, but then Daredevil got this no-kill thing, and y'all like, because no, I tell you, that's why I can't stand Batman.
Bro, listen, and I
Batman just said he won't save you. He won't kill you, but he won't save you.
No, that's why Ben Affleck was the best one, because he was snapping necks in that fight. So,
yeah, that's right.
And it's the thing though, Big J, with the whole Batman thing. I agree with that. I don't agree with that either. Bro, Joker's out here got a whole slew of bodies on him, and all you do is throw him in jail. I don't know if y'all remember that crossover they had of Batman and Punisher, and Batman finally forced Punisher out of Gotham, and Punisher said that. That's a difference between me and you. You not this dude and did all the did all these crimes and killing people and all that stuff, and you letting them walk free. I would have been put him down. Like, what are you doing? This dude is crazy. Or like what Red Hood said. I'm not talking about you killing the Penguin or Two-Face, nothing like that. Just this guy. He's crazy. What are we doing?
Yeah.
And so
everybody else is just gangsters. He's actually killing people.
Like this dude is lunatic. Like in the same way with Bullseye. It's like Bullseye did all this stuff. Why are you protecting him? He wanna go out in a blaze of glory. Let him go out in a blaze of glory. You saw what he did to Foggy, right? Eye for an eye. That's how we look. It's how it should be. But we to the point now, man. It's like Matt want to save everybody. Like, bro, like you said, you saving the wrong people. The good people are dying. The bad people are still alive. Like, but he's still one of my favorite. It was crazy because Batman and Daredevil are like two of my favorite characters. But that's that one thing. I'm like, I'm not saying you go out here and just murder everybody like the Punisher. Like Punisher don't. He kill first, then ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, certain situations, that person might need to go for the betterment of the human race. He might need to go.
So, Narelle, I need to step in. You said something. You said an eye for an eye when you was talking about the killing. I have to go back and quote Mohandas K. Gandhi, who said, "An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind." So we must look upon this from a place of peace and harmony.
I don't listen to Gandhi.
If I'm blind, I can't look upon nothing.
And not only that,
that's why he's telling you not to.
Hold on, BJ. What's wrong being blind? You see Daredevil? Don't you want to flip off walls? Huh? Don't you want to flip off walls? Okay.
Hold on. Did y'all not see what the blind shot in the boys? Huh?
Oh my God.
He lasted 3 seconds next to Homelander. So come on.
Oh, you see? Hold on. You see what happened? You see Blind Al? What's she out here doing? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Looking for cocaine.
Looking for Snow White. But no. Where you get this? Where do you get this episode, BJ?
I'll get this one probably 8.5. Like I said, it didn't hit as hard.
8.5.
I didn't like some of the stuff. I didn't like like I said, I didn't like BB and her foolishness and her.
No, she get on my nerves.
She's constantly running in, acting like you said, like she's thirsty. Oh, what's the story? Oh, hold on, let me tell. And then
making it obvious.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. And then
if I tell you this, don't tell anybody. What you gonna tell me? What's going on? Like,
she showed up at the funeral. I'm a reporter. I mean, hey, I'm always with you. I'm like, dude, no, the woman died. Stop being a reporter for 5 seconds. Be human for 5 seconds. That's what your friend's boss's wife. You could have just been human. That's all you had to say. I'm here to support him. And they chilled out a little bit on you. But no, you got to do this whole, I'm a reporter. Man, that's what you do.
And when she said that, Big J, that's what made Buck kind of raise the eyebrow. Oh, you are a reporter, ain't you?
And oh boy. And Gandolfini, too. Whatever. I forgot his other name. What's his name on the show?
Tony Soprano Jr.
See, no. Don't be giving out his real bona fides. But yeah, no. I said 8.5. Like I said, I didn't like her. She let me down. There was a lot of, like I said, BA was right. There was a lot of will they, won't they situations where, if you're gonna go with the choking and stuff, I thought they were gonna end up on the bed right then, because they standing there. She started out crying, and Buck looked like he was getting excited. So, because he didn't even turn red. Then she started massaging the back of his neck while she choking. If you look at her fingers, they was moving around.
Yeah, I saw that. She was like, you massaging him, or you trying to kill him? What's going on?
No, this is something else. This is not a.
That's why he did turn red, BJ.
Something turned red. Anyway, that's why they need to go ahead. Look, them two, like I said, there was too much weirdness. Even BB and old boy. Until he's like, well, I found this in your pocket. I'm like, boy, if you don't shut up. She was right there. Y'all was about to leave your mama's house, and then she was about to kiss you, and y'all was about to, hey, I found this in your pocket. I know you're going what you're doing. I'm like, man, that's why you the way you are.
Because he know a friend zone when he see one, man. You know what I'm saying? You got friend zone. He ain't follow for that.
Him out the friend zone. He jumped right back in. He was like, oh no, let me get this. Ain't comfortable to me.
He doing the double dutch.
What you got, BA?
Crazy.
I'm gonna say a strong 8.2. 8.2.
Okay, I was just gonna say 8.
Okay. I just think that a lot of things was just left out. Big J kind of alluded to a lot of things, like show one more scene, like show them falling into the bed. This is Buck, like that would have been like cool to see, like okay, like something is developing here instead of just the choke massage thing that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that just show the extra scene. You know what I'm saying? Just show BB and old boy, like actually kissing just one time. Like I don't need to end of the season for that. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff to push certain storylines along instead of just nudging them, like push it, like let's see what's happening here. And I'm not even just trying to be sexual. It's just like the storylines. I think the funeral scene was a bit too long. So it's just like a little nitpicks here and there. I do think Bullseye is going to save Karen. I think she let him out. I'm gonna think that. But no. Yeah, I just think they just kind of left a little bit out there. So yeah, I'm gonna say 8.2. It could have been better in my opinion.
What you got, Cuz?
I give it a 9. I think it was good. With Jessica Jones, it's what bumps it up to 9 for me. The fact that you got to see her, she's been away for a while, had a child, was basically in the outskirts, but also showed that she has a human side as well. It talks about how her powers goes in and out. So I think that's significant. Moment is what's going to it's put in a little bit of just a little bit of seeds for future situation for her. So I like the fact that they did that. Yeah, they could have did a little bit better here and there, but I think that little part was pretty significant for the story. And I always love when they move the story forward in a nuanced way.
I'm trying to figure out where she got that house from. Yeah, it's crazy how her powers went in and out because she punched old dude and then she hurt her hand. And I was like, oh, now you want to the powers want to go out. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna give this a 9. I'm gonna give this a 9. BB got on my nerves. She making me mad in this whole entire series for some just doing stuff out of pocket. But no, I like the addition of Jessica Jones, and I was really paying attention and listening to if they were gonna mention Luke's name or whatever. So that's part I was kind of waiting on. So how long is this after the events of the Netflix series? Did they say?
Okay.
I was saying I think last year was 7 years. I thought so. This was probably 8 years, wasn't it?
So 8 years. Okay. I was wondering because that little girl, she in college now, so that makes sense. But yeah, no, I was just wondering that. Okay, so dang, so yeah, a lot could have happened since then. I really trying to remember what happened to Luke Cage. Oh, Luke Cage was running that nightclub before the last episode of Luke Cage. So yeah, so okay. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we already know that he's gonna be in season 3. So, and I think we got what 2 more episodes? No, 3 more episodes. We got 7, 8, 9. Yes, 3 more. So yeah, but I'm gonna give this like I said, I'm gonna give it a 9, y'all. I'm gonna give it a 9. All right, turn the page to another Disney show, man. This show here, I want to definitely get BA's thoughts on this. I want to get your thoughts on this, BA. You proud of yourself, BA? You happy with what you saw in this episode? Yeah, your boy. You saw what he did.
This is on the verge of just being straight phenomenal. I just want to go ahead and throw that word out there. We gotta come up with some better words than just great and it was a good episode. No, this is phenomenally done.
I gotta give him props. It is.
Mr.
It
Foley.
is.
Where do I begin with this one? One, I like I like how the Empire, the Imperial forces are they're here now, and we're seeing how people interact with them. We're seeing like a different side in a sense. You saw old boy was talking to his mother, who was an Imperial officer, and she was saying like, "Oh yeah, trust him." We don't know whether she would truly believe that or she's saying that because she knows that everything's being monitored. Like who knows? But we're seeing like an inside view of them. We see what happens when you don't fully tell them what they need to hear. Your tail get up out of here. And that was the captain or whoever the boss was. The lady, she's out of here. I don't think she's returning.
R.I.P.
So there's that, and they just let the main cop go only because they wanted to follow because they knew. You know what I'm saying? I like how the first brother was using either he was using forensic ability or one of the force abilities where you can touch something and see it transpire in the past.
Psychometry.
I'm gonna go ahead on and go with that. There's a few people that can do that, so he could be one of them. I don't know that. We don't know how clear it was in a sense. Like if he keeps doing it, then obviously. But you can tell, okay, this is one strike and this is another strike. So it's 2 strikes here. So somebody is fighting and someone's probably defending themselves. And only if somebody else has a lightsaber, then it's probably you can assume it's a Jedi to go along with with Maul. So like I said, that episode 5 was great. And then you just lead into episode 6, and they really did a good job of making the first brother look menacing. And I think once Maul knew that he was tracking them, I think he let them fight a little bit, and then he said, "I'm going to then chime in to save the day." And I think he could have killed him. I really do. I think he was just waiting to show that. I think he was stalling out to show Devin that like I'm really here for you, like I'm really here to protect you in a sense. So you should probably trust me, and if you trust me, then you'll be my apprentice in that situation. I do think that they was making some character some flaws along the way. When the Master and Devin was together going against the first brother, they should have killed him then. But the Jedi way is no, you go protect the child while I do. No, both of y'all could have took him. You take the advantage when it's there, but they didn't. So for the sake of the plot. But besides that, I like the two boot situation. He was still gun ho, like, yeah, I did the right thing. I know what y'all talking about. I ain't know why y'all really worry.
Yeah.
These people gonna go in and lay down the law until he met up with the main Imperial officer, and he said, "Yeah, what is this? What is this? What do you got? Boots on? What is this? What are those?" Going on, you might have to get wiped down. You might have to get protocoled out or whatever the case. So then he was like, "Oh, you're not taking my boots. That's where I crossed the line." So he might have a character switch coming forward with the next couple episodes. He might be on the good old side, which the main cop was telling him, like, yo, you don't want these guys here, although you don't know how to handle this problem. So both sides are actually correct in a way, and it was just funny how we're gonna see that play out. It is what it is. He does not know how to handle them all. It was a cop involved. So with that being said, I like it, man. It's just it's taking me back to the origins of just understanding what Star Wars is. It's a nice fun show. We get the gumshoe side, we get the Force side, we get lightsabers, we get guns, we get a lot of different stuff is combined into this series, and it's just season 1, and it's only 6 episodes in. So far so good. It's phenomenal job. And I just like this. I like to see how this plays out because it's still only season 1, and we got to figure out who old boy was talking to, the first brother. Everyone assuming. I mean, I looked real quick. They were saying that it was
Vader.
It gotta be Vader. Vader wasn't. It was.
He got him. Lord.
In charge. He was
Lord
in charge
Vader?
of the brothers, and sisters, the first brothers, and all.
Yeah.
He was in charge of them.
Yeah,
the Inquisitors. Yes, it could be the Grand Inquisitor, but that's the way he was talking. The way he was talking, yeah, it should be Vader. So we definitely got to get Vader season 1. I'll say that now. He has to show up season 1 in order just to we gotta land. We gotta nail the landing. So if he shows up at the end, that is the crescendo to what is already a masterpiece. So they were just in one little semi breath that we just can't like make out until one of the other people break down instead of going for it like a 0.25, and then you slow it down and you hear that just a little bit. That would have been great, but I'm okay. So yeah, so far so good.
I like it. I mean, BA hit most of the points. The fight scenes were great. You knew as soon as they let the captain go that it's like they don't believe him, and knew that something was up. It was pretty cool to see the first brother to be like that investigator. Like BA said, he was actually going to fill in. You could hear the fights. Gave you the sense that he was consents to fights and sense what was happening there, which was also pretty nice. It was crazy. Like Devin and her master were they were in the public too often, too much. I was hoping that they would have gotten to a spot and just hunkered down for a little bit, just to be able to just wait it out. But it was just constantly being in the public, going to train, and try to hide out at the captains. They're doing too much. And the Inquisitor just knew like something new to follow the captain, and boom. Here we are, getting chased down and trying to survive. And it does seem like Maul has a decent plan, but when you have a person like Vader on the horizon, not saying that they will show him this season. It will be dope if they do the sound, but Vader is that problem that can't be solved. So and can't be planned for, really. So exactly. So that's where even though Maul has seems like his plans are going well. He's been able to change it up even along the way here and there to improve upon it. But yeah, you throw Vader into the mix, things go around real quick. And then yeah, it was nice to see Two Boots finally, and for him to finally it come across I'm not within regs, so I could actually be doing something wrong, or maybe these aren't the right people, type of situation. But both episodes were great. Yeah, it's been some special being able to watch these episodes so far. What you got, BJ?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the show's good. Two Boots is highly annoying. He's been annoying the last 4 episodes. I messaged y'all when I first saw the first one, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta go."
Yeah. I said that on the show. I said, "That's what Big J would talk about, boy." I said, "This Joker here, boy." Golly.
I don't know, but and that's the thing. Like all stuff is going, "Hey, look, the Empire is here, and look at how much more efficient they are, and they're sending us backups." And then when they're like, "Yeah, but you look at your boots, get them off," and he's like, "My boots." That's my whole personality. Oh,
that's my name.
Yeah.
That's how I can tell you from the other ones.
Yeah, but so then he's like, "Oh no, wait, no, this is wrong. I shouldn't have called them. They're gonna take my boots."
So the boots is what did. Yeah. Gotcha.
They took Brandon Lawson. They took the captain. They ain't care about none of that. They're like, "Not my boots."
Now's the problem.
My fashion accessories. So yeah, I don't know, man. He was with Maul as cold as ever. Maroc. So there's been a lot of speculation with Maroc. They think Maroc might be a Zabrak, like Maul and the rest of them, because he was the first brother, so they think he's the first Inquisitor, which would usually mean he would be a Jedi or another powerful Force user they sent that they didn't want to train and just stick out there against him.
So now he's the one that Ahsoka stabbed, and he turned into the smoke or whatever.
The fart glass, the fart gas. Yeah. Then Ahsoka, but then, which I liked it. I liked the character, but then when they did that, I was like, oh. So hopefully I think he's gonna die in this. Hopefully they keep him alive for this season. Let him die next season. Although if he dies this season, I think he could die in episode 7, and then we could see Vader show up after that. Because remember they're supposed to send the 11th brother to meet with the first brother to go on this thing. But then I think if they die, then Vader gonna show, and I think that's when you're gonna see them all lose it. Because all that coolness go out the window.
Is this before or after Ahsoka?
This is before.
Before.
Remember, this is between. Huh? Yeah, it's way before. This is between what?
Oh,
the episode 3 and
4, but the earlier part of 3, right after 3. You said like a year or 2 after 3.
Yeah, I think it's like a year after 3. So, yeah, but this is before a lot of stuff that happened.
And Ahsoka was after 6.
Well, no, this had to be between 1. I'm trying to think because remember this is before the.
It's after Bad Batch, before Solo.
Before Solo, but also before episode 3. It's before episode 3. Because episode 3 was after the Clone Wars.
After
the Clone Wars.
No, this is after the Clone Wars.
Order 66 already happened, bro.
Yeah, already happened. Yeah,
that's episode 3.
So after episode 3.
It's a year after episode 3.
But I'm looking at it says Phantom Menace, Attack, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Bad Batch, and then Maul, and then Solo, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so after 3. Yeah. So that means Ahsoka happened like after 6. Remember, Luke he's already been established and everything.
Yeah, Luke is a grown ass. Yeah. Ahsoka is still young. Like what we saw in like the real young version of her. She's still young. Not a Padawan or nothing, but she's young.
But
Maul's ass.
Look at you.
Him and Darth Vader, according to your boy Dave Filoni.
She did everything. Yeah, she killed everybody. She killed the Emperor and brought him back. That's what happened.
This is Fulcrum we're talking about. She's different. She's the Grey Jedi.
The Grey Jedi. She's actually she's the balance. She's the one that brings balance to the Force.
Balance to the Force. It was her.
Yeah, she's the chosen one.
Yeah.
She's the real chosen one.
That's what the gray means. She's like right there in the middle. She's the balance. But no, yeah, bro. I'm God darn took boost, man. Boy, now you're mad. They took your dang boost when the old boy tried to tell you, man, do not call these folks, bro, because it's gonna be a problem. R.I.P. to your boss. She dead now because of you. If you had just kept your little robot hand to yourself, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have been. She'd still be alive right now.
Hold up. We can't. Hold on. We do need to throw some blame on somebody else though.
Who?
Master Digadaki. Because why would you go to the man's house knowing that signed the death sentence to that man? He's like, oh,
bro, he
that's what I'm saying. They should have stayed hidden.
Yeah, they could have just stayed hidden or something. He's like, no, let's go sit at his house because that makes all kind of sense. Let's just go sit right up at his house and hope nothing happens.
Guess what? Now the Inquisitor stuff know that now ain't no Jedi there.
That's right.
And their whole house got burned down.
Yeah. So yeah, right. It's crazy. Like I said, bro, great episode so far. We got 4 more episodes left. I did want to see Maul against one of the Inquisitors, bro. I wanted to kind of see that matchup. We finally got to see it. I'm with you. I think he could have killed that Inquisitor. I don't know why he didn't do it. That would have been one less one he got to worry about. I guess they killed him, and it would have brought 2 back for him. Are we sure that wasn't Insidious that Inquisitor was talking to?
I don't think
it's like
we didn't hear the
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. It's this. If you are in a military form, you don't skip all your commanders to talk to the general. You gotta follow that chain a little bit, or let's say you don't skip the general to talk to the president. Like no, there's a pecking order here. You feel me? So Vader was in charge of all the Inquisitors. You wouldn't skip Vader and have to deal with maybe getting force choked in the process to talk to Sidious. You know what I'm saying? All those Sidious came before at the mall. This I think this situation is reserved for Vader, and I think Vader comes. So that you don't skip Vader to go to him.
No, I hope you're right. Because I definitely think we were talking about it a couple shows ago. I want to see Vader versus Maul. I definitely want to see that. Like I said, it about to have every Sith whatever in the universe at the Maul after this debacle they going through right now. So yeah, I'm with you. I hope it is Vader. I was just wondering why they won't let us see it, but I'm thinking with you though, B. I think what's going to end up happening. We already know they get to season 2. He already greenlit it. We're gonna probably see Vader at the last episode. So it's gonna probably Inquisitor gonna probably fight Maul and all that stuff, and then like leading the little cliffhanger at the end is gonna be like a, kind of like in Rogue One when he in the dark and all of a sudden that lightsaber lights up or something, or you gonna hear that or something like that. It's kind of like, oh man, season 2.
I tell you what, he shows up, destroys Maul, and then Devin saves him. Not saying she stopped Vader, but something happens. She might create a diversion of some kind, and then she end up saving him. And then that's how you start next season off. Either her rebuilding him yet again, or her training underneath him for start of the season 2, and then we see how that play out.
Because she saves you could tell she wavering too. You could tell through this, like that last episode.
I mean, you walking around with force training. And you got a bag and hide and stuff like that, and let's say you're a teenager, like 18. Let's just call you 18. You how long are you really gonna go that route, knowing that you can beat anybody that come at you? You feel me? Other than the Inquisitors and all that stuff, like the average person, like yo, just give me that. Like I'm hungry, like I'm taking it. Like, it's hard.
You see what Maul doing?
You feel me?
Shoot. Yeah, Maul doing that. Give me that. You know what I'm saying?
Take it. Who won't stop you?
But Cuz, what'd you get this episode, man?
I give it. We run them together, right?
Yeah, we
5, 6, right? I will give it
episodes,
9.4. 9.4. It hasn't broken the 9.5 just yet, but it was a great episode. I give it 9.4. What'd you give it, Big J?
I give this one, like I said, overall, I think the episode was probably a 9.5, but like I said, Master Diodaki, like I said, that move that really did between him and Two Boots, They were getting on my nerves. Like I said, just showing up at the house when you know you're supposed to be a Jedi. You're supposed to be thinking of others over yourself. You're like, well, let's go blow this man's whole life up and just show up at his house and get him killed. Come on. This would be more convenient for us. We ain't got to sit outside and I ain't got to beg no more, like I've been doing for the last 3 years. And I'm like, come on, man. You knew better than that. You knew what was going to happen. You knew y'all being hunted by Inquisitors. So why would you go put these other people in danger? That's not the Jedi way. And Toulouse is just retarded. So I know it's that whole thing was the way he acted. He just shocked and all happy, and everybody else was nervous and panicking. He like, look how great this is.
Yeah,
the Empire's here. They're here. Everyone's here. It's like we're gonna have a pizza party. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, BA?
You know, I think I said 9.5 the entire series. Might as well keep it going. Going 9.5. I'm just reserving a 10.0 for probably the next 2 episodes. Next 2 episodes probably definitely getting a 10.0. So there we go.
Okay. Let me see. The action is getting better too. Like I said, the fact that we're starting to get the Inquisitors. It does add intrigue that the Empire is there now, so I guess that helps out the show. But I'm talking about just within the show, it's like, bro, you should have kept your mouth shut, bro. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 too. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Yeah, like I said, this show so far, man, your boy Dave Filoni, man, if this is what we got to look forward to, man, for season 2, sign me up. Show take my wallet. All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get to this main topic of the night, y'all. Man Spider will not appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Fellas, I want y'all to look at this for a second. Just look at this picture right here. No Man Spider. What could it be? What could it be? What you think about this one, Big J?
I mean, that may be a step too far for a regular movie to do the Man Spider thing with the extra limbs growing out. Maybe kind of body horror-ish.
Yeah, body horror-ish.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see that not being a thing. So we'll see.
Are y'all ready to come to my side now? On my theory, I said.
Venom.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, there was 2 things that gave it away. Like I said, with this picture right here, look at them eyes. And on top of that, it showed that one part in the trailer where he was covering his ears up and he heard the ringing. I'm just saying. And on top of that, this is going to lead into Secret Wars. So he gets the suit before Secret Wars. I'm just saying.
Crazy.
But if I had to put your hot toys on the BJ, I'm telling you, he's getting the symbiote. He's getting the symbiote. And the way he snapped that sword too in that picture we just saw, the way he snapped that sword. Yeah. Organic webbing. Just saying. What you got though, BA? Uh-oh, muted. Uh-oh.
And he froze. There he is.
And I'm back. So what I was saying was, I mean, that was beautiful, man. That was, man.
You said, "Oh,
see if I can regurgitate it some kind of way." No, but I was saying, you know, he says that he's not going to appear, and they might be right. But does the tracing of it, like, does he fully appear? No, but does he start to get some type of signs of it? That could be true as well. So no, he's not full out man the spider. No, but there's an increase in him. Pause. There's like an increase of natural ability that he goes through, like a little power surge before he starts to do the transformation. And he could start that. He could and we'll see. I do like the symbiotic version better, so I will defer to that. That is a better option here, but it's not to say like, all right. I mean, he was caught up in his own organic webbing and stuff like that. Like that's not. I don't know. So I don't want to say that's all symbiotic situation. So it might be like the very beginnings of it, but it's not going to be shown in this movie. But it could be something that he deals with in the next movie and moving forward. So I don't necessarily know, but it's a good little thing. So we'll see. He might be able to control it. So there's always that, and they can circle back around to it in the future, whatever the case. So I mean, he is going to be working with Bruce Banner and stuff like that. So who knows what he can do to keep it under wraps. I mean, if anybody to talk to about it, could be Bruce Banner in a sense, right? And the trials and tribulation that he has with keeping what he has under wraps. So that could be it too. So I like the symbiotic version. I like that synopsis, but I'm just going to say that it's the beginnings of it, but he doesn't turn full man Spider until later on. So I'm gonna go that route.
What you got, Good?
Yeah, I was thinking that since he doesn't go full man Spider, that then it will lean more towards the Venom, kind of like what you said. So it'll be pretty exciting if it is that. I think it will be a combination. I think with it not being a man Spider. For me personally, I think it would be the combo of Venom and Man Spider, because I think the Man Spider side of it will be the cocoon and the organic webbing. It's not necessarily the body horror, as Big J said, but I do think at some point he will have to deal with the symbiote, which will be exciting. What you got, bro?
I'm sticking with the symbiote. Like I said, it just makes too much sense leading into Secret Wars.
Yeah,
that's the suit on in Secret Wars. The fact, like I said, the black eyes, the increased strength, the way he snapped that sword in half, the organic webbing, all that type of stuff. It just makes too much sense. I think we also kind of heard too that they were going to bring back Venom eventually, but it wasn't going to be Tom Hardy. From what we heard, the thing is, the last time we seen that dot of that symbiote was in San Francisco, I believe, right? No, it wasn't in San Francisco. What was it at?
It was in Mexico.
Was it Mexico?
It didn't get up. Yeah, it hadn't moved, did it? Since then?
I don't.
Yes, it was
now
Mexico.
it moved in Venom, but that was two different universes or whatever. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to figure out like how that will work. I guess they'll. I don't know. We'll have to see, bro. I wonder how they're gonna do that, because eventually he's gonna get the suit, which I kind of thought that maybe he would get the suit in Secret Wars. Yeah, remember at the end of it was No Way Home. It was at the end of No Way Home when Eddie went back to his universe.
There you go.
And that dot was on it. Yeah. So I'm wondering what were they at? Was that in Mexico?
Yeah, they was in. I think it was, or it could be someone that looks like Mexico. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be just the aesthetics of it. But it was definitely a Spider-Man movie that leftover was there, and it started to move.
Yeah. So I think that's what's going to end. He's going to find him or whatever. And remember too that Venom symbiote knows Peter in all the universes or whatever. So that would make sense that dot would go find, because remember that's what Eddie wanted to do. He wanted to go find Spider-Man or whatever before he went back to his universe. So that dot probably thinking the same thing. Let me go find Spider-Man, and that's how it's going to attach itself to him. The only thing is, I wonder how that dot going to get to him, because that was the way in Mexico. Like, how did they find that dot over there, or how did it latch on to somebody else and latch on to more people, kind of like it did in the first Venom movie or whatever, to get to him, or like, or what, man? So that's going to be interesting, bro. But yeah, that's kind of my theory, man. Like I said, just a lot of things add up to it, bro. Like I said, the fact that it goes right into Secret Wars. The ringing, have it hurt someone to hear the ringing, the eyes, all that stuff, the increased strength, the organic webbing, all that stuff, it checks, bro. Now for me, I don't want to know if that's the case. I want to be surprised when I go to the movie theater, like, oh, it was Venom the whole time or whatever, right? Just a lot of those kind of breadcrumbs kind of thrown out there is kind of leading you to that direction or whatever. But Them saying that it's not Man Spider, they shouldn't have said that. They should have let that. A lot of people think there was gonna be Man Spider, so that way when it was Man Spider, it was Venom the whole time, or whatever, or the symbiote the whole time. Now it's like okay, because people already theorizing either it's gonna be Man Spider or it's gonna be Venom. So you took Man Spider off the table, like, well, damn, now I think it's gonna be Venom. So you kind of messed that kind of surprise for everybody up, man. But people gonna still watch it though. You know how that go.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, man. Let's go ahead and get to these quick hits, man, so we can call it a night. Yeah. Big J, your boy back, man. He says the next Deadpool movie will officially feature him as a supporting role. He says, I don't think I'm ever going to center Deadpool again. Then it's not going to be a Deadpool movie then. You're going to be a guest feature. But, cuz, think about this, man.
I guess he's getting ready to figure some things out. Now, it's going to be interesting, him not being, Deadpool not being the center of it. Just like, would that lead it to build up the, one of the, what was it? The X-Force or something like that, whatever team that he can be a part of. I think that will probably be the what will lead him to not be the center of it. It will just end up being like a team up type of situation. What was it? Not saying it was, but kind of like Captain America: Civil War. He was. They ended up doing. It was a massive team up, but it was. He wasn't necessarily the center of it. He was, but he wasn't. You know, just because there was so many people and such a team up on both sides of it. So that's what I was thinking when it said that he wouldn't be the center of it. It will go from his Deadpool name will be on it, but he will be less centered of it. It'll be more of a team up type of situation. So that's what came to mind for me. What you got, Victor?
So I think what people have realized, and maybe Ryan Reynolds realized, is that you can only get Deadpool and it can only work in like limited shots because I think if he just continues there, he gets annoying. I think Ryan Reynolds in general, like if he's just on there just going, 100 miles an hour being Ryan Reynolds, that's why I think they had to do Deadpool and Wolverine because it's just boom, boom, all that constant, quippy stuff that he tries to do. It doesn't always work for everybody. And so you needed something to bounce him off of and kind of be the straight man, which was what Hugh Jackman was. And I think, once again, if he's in an ensemble cast, he's making jokes in a group, I think it works. But I think if this is another whole movie of just him, it's going to be too much. I think people are going to get tired of that.
What you got, BA?
Can't hear you. We can't hear you. You only.
I think Domino comes back, and I think that she plays a bigger role in the next movie. So that he's pretty much playing co-lead instead of lead. And if you have a team around him, then he's just a part of the ensemble. He's just part of the team. So I'm gonna go that route, and I think that's probably the we got to bring Domino back. Zazie Beetz, she's a part of the franchise. I was mad that she wasn't in the third one. I get it, but yeah, put it back in, and that way he can kind of just be amongst other people and just joking off with other people. So it's like it's like the old like buddy cop, serious cop kind of a thing, like Big J was kind of alluding to. So you just can't have the zany guy the whole entire movie. Like you gotta bounce things off. Or else it's not funny. It's just him just being like Steve Urkel the whole time. Like that's not. It get played out. It can get played out real quick. So it definitely helps if you have somebody else to balance that. So he needs balance for sure. So yeah, I do think I do think that it should be a part of the ensemble of a cast of other people, similar to the second one. But just have a little bit more mainstay. None of those other guys was like there the whole time except for Cable and Domino. So if you keep it there, maybe 4 people, Yeah, like, and this goes what Cuz was saying. So you got the X-Force or whatever like that. Just have him in a team and just let the team do its thing. So it can still be Deadpool. He can still lead it because people know the name. But it's just not necessarily that. Captain America 3. It wasn't just about Captain America. It was a lot of people in that. So you don't have to have like an Avengers level type of a vibe, but yeah, you can still have a team and he can be amongst the team. So instead of being over 50%, he can play 25 to 30% in the movie and still be a good movie. So yeah. And I'm team Zazie Beetz. So I'm team Domino. Just had a great movie. Y'all should go see it.
I mean, the only thing I can think of where there's a couple things. The group with Sabretooth and Omega Red and Lady Deathstrike and Maverick, and I guess you could throw Wolverine in there too if they eventually start casting a new Wolverine. That group, Weapon X Project or whatever, they could probably do that group, or which I doubt they probably would go that route, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Or you could just do I think we already talked about it before. Like Cuz just said, do the X Force. You know what I'm saying? Like that rumor been going around the mills, man, for a while, even before Disney bought Fox. We've been hearing about maybe an X-Force movie maybe being made or whatever. So that's the only thing I can think of. Like you said, BJ, unless they do another team up or something like that, you do Cable or something, like BA said, you do Domino or somebody like that or whatever. I'm probably gonna go with probably like a X-Force or something like that. A true X-Force, not like they did in the movie where they killed everybody off or whatever, but probably like a true X-Force. Because I mean, look, I don't know, but I don't have any issue with him being the lead in the movie, but it's just like, how much story do you have without it getting like super wacky with Deadpool, right? I guess that stick will get a little old or whatever, because you're not gonna be part of the Avengers, you're not gonna be part of the X-Men, so it's like, what do you do then? So I guess it would be best if you kind of throw him in as like a little supporting character here and there, or whatever, in one of these movies. He just pop up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like he just happened to pop up in in an Avenger movie out the blue. Like, man, what you doing here? I'm here to do this and that. Like, oh, okay. Maybe he does fit that way better, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you on. Yeah, go ahead.
So you think all right, so I think if they bring back like Cable and Domino and some of those characters, because I think the problem with him though is you can't have any mainline mutants in his movies, because once again, if you are going to bring back Hugh Jackman, which I don't necessarily want them to do after Secret Wars, and they keep trying to make movies with him like in sideline, I don't want them to. I don't want it to take away from the main MCU, and I don't want them interacting really with the main MCU. I'd much rather them be like doing off-world or Elseworld stuff going forward, because once again, I don't want Hugh Jackman to be the Wolverine. We already know that he's too old. And like I said, so I think you got to be careful because there can't be too much interaction between his crew and the main crew. What do y'all think?
I think it might be different with the MCU. Nah, I'm with you.
What was that?
I'm ready to move on.
Why you gotta be too old? He just can't be old. He just can't be old for it. Why you gotta be too old?
Because he could be old man Logan.
He closer to my age than your age, man. So what you worried about?
He correct. Old man He's Logan. Definitely within 5 years of you versus like multiple years of me. That's true.
55.
No, I was gonna listen. Yeah, I'm with you though. It's time to move on from him, bro. The rumors are I've heard different type of rumors or whatever. What could happen with Wolverine or whatever, but I guess one of them we're gonna talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, like I mean, either way with Deadpool, I think what you saying, BJ, would fit with the whole Fox thing. I think it's more like everybody's gonna be integrated now. Like you can have certain characters interact with him that might not necessarily interact with the other characters in the MCU, but you know that they're all part of the MCU. Like it ain't gonna be two different Sabretooths, and ain't gonna be two different Juggernauts, and all that type of stuff, right? You're gonna have this your Juggernaut, this your Sabretooth going forward or whatever, right? So I think that's gonna probably be the case now. Like I said, they can get a little silly with him. Like I said, he could be like a goofy Nick Fury, you know what I'm saying, where he just popping up in just a little cameo in the movie here and there. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably see that firsthand in Secret Wars, if I had to guess, but we'll see. All right, y'all. See what we got up next, man. Big J already had the hot toy, so let's get to it right here, man. We got the first look at the Man of Tomorrow logo. So I think we kind of talked about this about a few weeks ago. We talked about what they could do for the Man Tomorrow, and we kind of figured they were gonna have probably a Superman logo. Now we got a little hint of Brainiac in there too. Think about this, Big J.
Look, I mean, I don't know about this Superman. You know, we're gonna see. I did see from the first drop from the set though that it looks like James Gunn.
And they just started filming. My bad. I gotta say they just started filming. So go ahead, my bad.
No, so it looks like he's now going to the Russo brothers school of movie promotion. But look, we playing chess. We playing chess on the set. What does this mean?
That is, right?
I know, but you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, stop that, stop doing that. Don't show me a zoomed in thing on the screen. Be like, hey, what do you think? What do you think this means, everybody? You know, I'm like, come on. Either show something from the set. You the director, you the head of the studio, you all this stuff. You can show whatever you want without giving away the story. You smart enough to do that. I think that's what y'all need to do. Oh, what's BA got? BA got something over there. What you got, sir?
Goddamn right. Were we not just condemning James Gunn for saying, "Oh, well, I don't know why you guys think that is Brainiac. I don't know what you guys are saying that one for." Did he not just say that when he came out and showed us something with a brain or something like that? So no, I see what you're doing, and I'm not mad at you because you're right. They don't play games like that, but they still play stupid games though. Like they're gonna come out and say, "Well, I don't know why you guys 100% think that. I didn't say it was this. It could be something else. It could be some type of element, something happening here or something like that. Superman versus the elements or something. Like he says dumb stuff like that. So I'm gonna let you rock off balls, but like they play stupid games too.
But okay, so and see, you almost got me wound up. But yeah, I almost fell for it because I almost said that James Gunn got history now of throwing out stupid stuff.
Thanks a lot, BA.
Get people excited about stuff and then not following through, and then blaming us for interpreting what he says the wrong way.
A brain, Brainiac.
I didn't put a hack on the back. See, did I say EAC? I just said this is just a brain. So see, everybody got one. You know what I'm saying? But so
I'm just saying, use your brain when you look at this.
Yeah. I just because I got a brain on top of the script don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the symbol for Brainiac, that don't mean that he's in the movie. And we bring a superhero, man. Planets and bottles. But hey,
he said say act.
Yeah, none of this is it's not all connected. This ain't the MCU no more. So I don't know. But yeah, they got to stop that, man. I hate it, and I really wish, like I said, either show us something or don't show us nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Because you want to know the worst take I got? Sony actually kind of got it right. We saw all that stuff in the beginning when they first started shooting Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, Spider-Man Brand New Day. And we had no idea what none of that meant. We saw Spider-Man on the tank, Spider-Man swinging, all these things him out in the public, and nobody had any idea what the movie was about for about 7 months.
Whoa. Okay, BJ.
Am I right? I mean,
you're right.
And $1 billion views later.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Can't believe we give him Sony props. This is crazy.
Hey, I said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What you got, BA?
Because Sony can't afford to play no game. That's what that is. Sony can't afford to. I can't lose not one viewer, not one consumer. I need all of them. So it's not gonna be no revolt against Sony here. But no, it's first and foremost, it's a dope design. Like let's call it what it is. That's dope. Like it does inquire. It puts together a lot and stuff like that. It makes you kind of get the black version when he had the black and silver, black and white Superman vibe. Like it gives off that vibe. I don't think they're going to do this movie, but it does give off that vibe. So if it does show up, like, oh well, yeah, they did it in the logo joint. So I just think it's cool. Just don't come with no dumb stuff. Like just don't Don't tell me that is not what it is when I see it right here in front of my face. Don't play with my intelligence. But with that being said, I think, like I said, I think it is dope. I'm just trying to see how Lex Luthor ties into this. Like I don't see that part yet. Maybe that's why the color is the way it is. Maybe I'm not sure. So that's like the one. Like I guess it's like a tripod thing. Like it's Superman, Brainiac, and Lex Luthor, and how are we going to get past that in a sense? So it's like, or it could be like somebody else that I'm missing. Yeah. I'm trying to throw some things out there. It's three people surrounding Superman. One could be Brainiac, the other one could be Lex Luthor, and a third person that we do not know yet. Surrounding what Superman is going to have to deal with, in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, so let's just hope for a screen time is Mr. Terrific. That's my guy. But no, that's but yeah, it's like I say, it's a dope sign. I like the fact that they kind of came out with it already, so we can kind of look forward to it. They're already shooting for it, so it's like it's happening. And like I said, it's a James Gunn project, so when they start shooting, best believe that it's going to be out next year. Like it's coming out next year. So yeah, I'm cool with it, man. I enjoy it. I like it. I truly like it.
What you got, good?
Yeah, it's exciting. Outside of the Russo-esque stuff, but yes, it's again fun. Had the logo, had the A Luther name, had the chess board out. So just give you a ton of hints just in the one picture that they say picture is worth 1,000 words, and I definitely hit a ton of them within that frame. And knowing that they have started shooting, it's like, yep, right on time. So and he likes to start doing this. They're shooting early so they can have time for cleanup afterwards. So it's exciting. What you got, Ray?
So I was wondering why is this going to be his symbol in the movie Brainiac? Is it going to be upside down? Because the symbol will be turned the other way. The two balls at the end, Paul, are supposed to be up. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of wondering about that. I was wondering they're going to change that, or that's just for the movie, kind of because it fits around the logo or whatever. Because I think we already mentioned it's going to have the S for the Man of Tomorrow logo. So I'm just surprised they did the Brainiac sign. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Like I said, it could have a double meaning. It could have a double meaning. BA could be Superman, Brainiac, and Lex. It's the three circles or whatever. So that's gonna be interesting though. If they're gonna change that or whatever, or it's gonna actually be the logo. I mean, not the logo, but his symbol, Brainiac symbol, upside down or whatever.
Yeah,
but I guess we'll see.
Probably just our view makes it upside down.
Oh man, if they would have rotated it one more time. Because then you got if you rotate it to the left, then it's like it's like this, and that's almost like the Lex Luthor logo with the L with the slanted the slanted L.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably thinking way too much into it. Yeah, damn it, James Gunn.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until you said that. So yeah, you might be right. Check it out, man. We got some more Marvel news, y'all. We got some more Marvel news. So Oscar says, my bad. Can you see it? So your boy Oscar Isaac says Marvel has discussed a potential Midnight Suns project. So the question is, fellas, scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that we're actually going to get a Midnight Suns movie? Start with you, BA.
You said on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah. How confident? What's your confidence meter on us actually getting a Midnight Sun movie? So we're hearing a lot of rumors.
I say 9. I'm 90% sure it's going to happen. I think they know it's a lot of money in it. I think they know the Black community is going to come out to see Blade. Period. So whatever rendition we can get of him, we're going to see him, just like we did for and we didn't know that he was in a movie like that when it came to Deadpool and Wolverine. So that's one thing. Moon Knight was decent enough, whereas though like it's respectable, whereas though those fans are going to come. and everything else around it. Kit Harington still got Game of Thrones fans. They're gonna come out to see his movie. They're gonna come out to see it. And things of that nature. So who else involved? You could throw in a character, throw in Daredevil,
Ghost Rider,
and see what happens. Ghost Rider, see what happens. It's a lot of guys that might not be the Avengers, might not be X-Men that we know of, but they still got a big enough following, and then you lump them all into one joint. Now the problem is you gotta try to have some comedic edge to go along with that, because everybody is so stoic. Everybody's stoic. Everybody's quiet in a sense. Everyone's the brewer of the group. So we gotta have someone to help. Throw a Deadpool in it just for itch and giggles. Throw in Deadpool just to see what happens, and then we see where we at with it. But yeah, I'm at a 9, bro. I really think that it's going to happen. I don't know when. I have no idea when. Maybe when Oscar and Mashallah is still able to do some stunts, maybe just a little bit, especially Mashallah. So yeah, I'm going with that. Okay, bet. I hear y'all saying man thing. Okay.
I mean,
I'll live with that. I'll live with it.
Now, what I was gonna say, BA, was if Sir Ian McKellen can do some stunts as Magneto at the age of 215.
That part.
I mean, why can't Mahershala never do some stunts? You know what I'm saying? But what you got, cuz?
I'm saying it at 9 as well. Especially, it's like it takes up the space that Blade would have been, so less likely of Blade, the higher chance of Midnight Suns. But you got picture.
Sure. As long as we get the villain being what's her name?
Mumble.
No, your favorite, Mephisto. We need to bring back Sacha Baron Cohen. If they going up against him, then, like I said, go ahead and take my money, because he was a very intriguing bad guy. I liked him. He was funny.
Yeah.
He was interesting. He seemed sinister enough. He had that little. So I'd love to see him up against them in some sort of threat, maybe the people he controls or whatever. I think that'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna say 5. No, I'm gonna say. No, I'm gonna say a 7. I'm gonna say a 7. This, and the reason why I'm saying a 7, because I think it's going to happen, but I need to see how things turn out after Secret Wars. Like, we see Secret Wars, we already seen it and everything. Then I'm gonna kind of have an idea, like, okay, I can see them going in that direction or whatever. Right now, we're hearing a lot of rumors. We've been hearing this rumor for a while now that they're gonna be doing this movie, and now it's starting to pick up some more. I'm gonna try right now. I'm gonna give it like a 7 until we see Secret Wars, see how kind of direction they go in with that. Because I don't even know. I think, like you said, because we're gonna depend on what they decide to do with Mahershala, and then it's also gonna decide. It's gonna depend on what they do with Oscar Isaac if they want to go forward with some type of project with Moon Knight or whatever. So we'll have to see.
So they're gonna replace. See, Blade gonna be told they're gonna replace him with Doorman.
Let me ask you.
I'll watch it though. I'll watch it.
Let me ask you a question. Do y'all I know it's called Midnight Suns. Mm-hmm. Do we gender swap anybody? Do we add a female in this?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Bro, it'll be 2027, 2028.
No.
Electra.
No. I got a better one for you. I got a better female for you. Remember the witch, the black witch from Saturday Night Live that left at the end of Agatha All Alone? She took off to go off in the world, and she's familiar with all that stuff. She knew about it. She got her powers back. She could be on that team. Think about it. They had a real witch on her.
She did a great job. She did a great job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She'd be cool to throw in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I can't think. Like I said, but I think Electra is part of the Midnight Suns. I could be wrong, but she's the only one I can think of. Yeah, I think she is. Or a rendition of it, I should say. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it, bro. Just don't do no. Come on, bro. Let's not do that, man. Please don't do that. Let's keep these guys how they are. You know what I'm saying? You can add a female to the group. There's a ton of female characters. Add it to the group. You know what I'm saying? If I said you could add Agatha on there. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty powerful.
The ghost. I mean, she's a ghost. She's a
Yeah,
ghost.
I said she did, but I mean, hey, matter of fact,
She might.
powerful.
I think she gonna stay with Tommy. I mean, Billy some kind of way. I think they're gonna be linked up for a while.
I think that's gonna be over after Vision Quest.
Vision, yeah. Now, what I was gonna say, BJ, it's kind of like this is kind of the equivalent of Justice League Dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in Justice League Dark that's dead? Dead man. I'm just saying. I mean, she could be like that equivalent to Dead Man for the group. You know what I'm saying? So unless they find a way to bring her back. No.
Oh wait, hold on. Audrey Plaza. She could either be a foe. She could be a foe, or she could be.
Nah, she
will
have to be
nature. You know?
Yeah, she's force of nature, bro. She's death. So I'm saying so. I don't see her joining the group. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be the person probably with Mephisto trying to find a way to stop him or whatever what they're trying to do, or whatever. So.
Facts.
I think she'd just be there as an observer because once again, she's another one that just needs to be on screen because her character was just that good in Agatha All Along. Aubrey was cool.
Yeah, she was. She was good. Last but not least, fellas. Speaking of Wolverine reportedly not part of the X-Men reboot film lineup. I know Big J is happy about that. Check this out. The original 5 X-Men will be the main group. I've been telling y'all this for the last 18 years. I've been telling y'all what they need to be doing. So I was looking. There are more details into this too. So there's a rumor that they're gonna have the original 5, and they're gonna add 3 more to the group. What I heard. Then on top of that, they're gonna start with the original group and then work their way towards like the newer groups that are in the comics, which is something I've been saying for the longest. If you want to do it that way, especially with them starting so young, you have the opportunity to actually watch them progress as time goes on. Start with the original group, and let them get older and work together. Then you grow them, and then you add, you add Storm, you add Colossus, you add Nightcrawler, Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Not the lady, Katie Pryde, all that type of stuff, right? You add these folks as time goes on, like they did in the comics. But let's think about this, Bill, BJ.
I mean, so I'm not mad at it because, like I said, we already know that besides Professor X, that it was basically the first Fox X-Men universe was the Wolverine universe. And so if he wasn't in it, people didn't care about it. So I think that's what they're trying to get away from is they want to be able to focus and feature some of the other characters, really flesh out Scott, not just let him be the nerdy dork antagonist to,
Prime example, BJ, go look at X-Men 97. Wolverine went in the forefront.
Yeah.
And that was a great show.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. I mean, Wolverine, he's a part of the ensemble. He's not the star of the show, and that's what Fox made. Hugh Jackman was the star. So, like I said, I could see them trying to, like I said, feature some of the other people, feature Kitty Pryde, feature Scott, feature Jean and their interactions, feature Rogue. Do some stuff with Rogue, do some stuff with Gambit, the actual, and it would be interesting to tell because there's tons of stories with all them characters. So tell them and then bring Wolverine in if you want. Now, I was hoping that we got more Laura Kinney, but like I said, it looks like that's not gonna happen. Because I did like old girl. So if they could have figured a way to bring her in, but maybe temporarily until they get the actual Wolverine from this universe or something, it'd have been cool to see. But I don't think they're gonna do it that way. But
yeah, they're gonna probably reboot her down the line too. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sure. What you got, good? Oh,
can you show the other photo real quick, please? The one with Wolverine. Rainbow's Report not part of the reboot film lineup. So I just wanted to see it. Just so he's not going to be a part of the film lineup. Their lineup question is he going to be a part of the film or is not going to be part of the lineup, which is the main guys? Meaning, are we going to get montages? Are we going to get little clippings? Are we going to get end credit? Wolverine will be in this movie. Let me just call it what it is. He's going to be in this movie because unlike what you said, X-Men 97 was great, but X-Men 97 is a TV show. We are talking about the movies. We're talking about regular old, gotta get people out their house to go see it. And they want to see Wolverine. Why do they want to see Wolverine? Because they brought up Deadpool and Wolverine, and then that was one of the best selling movies of that year. People want to see Wolverine. So I don't think you're going to have an X-Men movie without him. Now, does he have to be featured? No, not at all. He might have one scene. That's not putting him in the lineup, but he's a part of the movie. They're going to show those claws some kind of way, either with the adamantium or with the bone with the bone claws. You're going to see some snicking of some kind of way, and then they might just keep it at that. He might face them. He might be a villain at first, and then we're going to leave it off because they're going to join the team afterwards. I don't know, but all I know is that Logan character is going to be a part of the franchise some kind of way, and relatively on the early side. That's one. Two. I'm glad they're going this route with the original group. But like you say, let's start Cyclops off a bit stronger than what they always do. God, they make him such a pushover, to say the least. That's light.
Being nice.
Yeah. They make him that guy when, like, I remember Schism. I remember him. I remember him with the Phoenix Force. I remember him. Like, yo, this dude is one of the greatest tacticians of all time in the comics. He's one of the greatest leaders of all time. Like, they really have to go and show that. And I don't need him being bullied. I don't need none of that to be highlighted. And then they can show his character all through that. I want him to kind of start halfway already on that arc. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bullying was against the Sentinels or whatever the case may be. Call that then. Let him already start to make that stride to be that guy. And I think that's what this series is missing. They're missing their leader to actually be a leader. In no other group that the leader takes this long to develop. No other movies. No, the leader becomes the leader, and he stays there. Captain America, once he was a leader, he stayed a leader. Hell, Leonardo, once he became a leader, he stayed it, and it was no questioning. Because they're just that good. So he's a part of those greatest leaders of a comic book history, and I wish they kind of do him justice, other than X-Men 97. And they got a couple clips of him falling from the sky, and he's doing some amazing things. Now I need to see him lead and be a full-out badass leader.
What was ABJ?
So I got two things. One, I agree that Cyclops should be better, and like I said, I think they should use the Cyclops from X-Men 97 as an example. The power set, the way he uses his powers, like I said, when he was using the optic blast to move out of position and all that, when people were trying to fight him. So it's not just me shooting laser beams out my ass, because that's not what it is. They're concussive beams that have force behind them, and they need to be able to use that. The beams have weight, and they have it, use that and show his power being the real power. Other thing, BA, you said that because Deadpool and Wolverine was so successful, was it because everybody wanted to see Wolverine, or was it because everybody wanted to see Hugh Jackman again as Wolverine? Because we thought he was dead from Logan. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's more what it was. It was the nostalgia for a guy that's been playing the character for 20 years, and people want to see him do it one more time before he hangs it up, which we thought. But, so I think that's was, because like I said, that you got to read the last one up. Well, I'm saying the last few years of Marvel, what has it been? It's been, for the Spider-Man movie, without bringing it back Toby and bringing back Andrew, was all about nostalgia. Even when we've seen all else, it's all about the nostalgia. And this is what this is. Even Endgame was the culmination of all the stuff that we saw before. And I think that's what this is going to be, another one of those, let's bring everybody back and all the toys in the toy box, throw them all out there together and see what it looks like. And then we shake everything up and start over. Is what it's going to be. But it's a farewell to the Fox X-Men universe, all that. So like I said, like we said multiple times, and to quote the great BA, everybody got to die. And then we come back in with a whole fresh new crew.
And I was going to say, too, to piggyback what he said, too, the fact that, Wolverine carried the franchise for Fox. You don't need Wolverine to carry the franchise no more with Marvel. Now the Marvel brand is carrying the X-Men now. So now you can just put that group out there, and I think that will be fine without Wolverine. Like you said, Wolverine's going to eventually beat it. We're not going to not get Wolverine. We're going to eventually get Wolverine. I think they're doing it actually how it was in the comics, like I said, with the whole X-Men 97, where he's not in the forefront. This is their chance to finally build up the characters the way they should have been built up in the Fox universe without them just making it Wolverine and Friends or whatever, right? So now you're going to finally get that. You're going to get everybody build these characters up the way that we've seen them do in the past with the other Marvel characters. So now, instead of a one character carrying the franchise, now you're gonna have the actual characters carry the franchise. I think that's kind of what they're doing right now.
All right. So,
But
do you think? Oh,
no,
I'll
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Do you think we're gonna get more of the crossover stuff that we used to see in the comics? Like, can we get a Spider-Man with the Fantastic Four? Can we get Wolverine with the Avengers? You know what I'm saying? Now that they're all under one house, because remember Wolverine used to change teams sometimes. So
Yeah, he was Fantastic Four. Remember him, Ghost Rider, who was it, Hulk, and Spider-Man was the Fantastic Four. He was with the Avengers for a little bit, like you said. Weapon X Project. What's the Canadian group? I'm blanking.
Alpha Force.
Alpha Force. Thank you. Which I heard that rumor out there too, right? So that they might get Wolverine and Alpha Force, which is going to eventually lead into the X-Men, in my opinion. But we'll see.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of stuff you could do if you have everybody and you've played with all your toys in one big sandbox. Then I think that's how it works. That's what's going to make it more.
And they got potential. It's got so much potential with this group being added to the MCU. But what you got, cuz?
I don't think he'll be in this movie at all. They were trying to build up the new X-Men, going with a younger cast, going to try to grow the cast and also grow or allow us to know Scott Summers as well as Cyclops. So I don't think we will see Wolverine initially. We won't see him until the second X-Men movie.
Yeah, probably so. It depends on how far along, like between one and the second one, like what the year or whatever the time gap will be. So yeah, you're probably right. But all right, fellas, we'll go ahead and turn the page. Get to the questions and comments. We call it. We got Pluto in the building. He says Batman won't use guns. It won't defenseless kill, in my opinion. Listen, he ain't gonna kill you, but he ain't gotta save you. Shout out to Christian Bale. Pluto also says, but anytime he gets in that Batmobile or anything, Bat military grade vehicles, he's definitely catching some bodies. And there goes all of them. Yeah. I think he said he corrected it right here. Oh, he says, but anytime you're in Batmobile, he definitely catching bodies. I don't care what the news report says. That goes for all the versions. Yeah. I remember that one version. Remember the Christian Bale one? Not Christian Bale. Michael Keaton Batman, when he didn't drive it, but he remote controlled the Batmobile in that chemical plant. And he put the shield on and then dropped that little bomb and he drove out, killed all them dudes in there. When I didn't realize until I got older. I was like, well, he just killed them guys. You know what I'm saying? That was in there. But yeah,
no guns though.
Yeah. He didn't actually himself physically do it, but yeah. No, man, Salon said BA hating in silence. BA, what you hating on now, BA? What's going on?
That was one of the times I was the man had muted me. You know what I'm saying?
Stop hating mutes. Salam says, I agree with Rail's theory. Pete's reaction to the ringing is a giveaway. That's what I'm saying. Like the eyes, the ringing, the organic webbing. We going into Secret Wars. A lot of that stuff adds up, I'm telling you. But we'll see though. The symbiote ends up in Mexico at the bar. No, yeah, that's what we're saying. I think it's in Mexico. Now we're gonna find out what happened. That's 4 years since that happened. So how did it from that point there to where he's at with Peter? How did it get there? Within those 4 years, we're gonna find out.
It got smuggled.
Probably that tank or something had something to do with it, like a break-in or something. He probably broke into something and he kind of stumbled across it or whatever. Salam says, I know they hired a Brainiac actor, but did they say what design they're going with? He says the humanoid or android or Ultron-like. I dig the My Adventures of Superman design. Yeah, James Gunn said it's gonna be an amalgamation of a lot of iterations of him. So we don't necessarily know exactly what he's gonna look like, but he did say it's gonna be an amalgamation, not gonna be like one. That's what I kind of was thinking. Either that version you said, Salam, or hey, was it the comic? We got the green skin with the 3 dots on his forehead or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. But if I had to guess, it's gonna probably be more. If I had to guess, probably more Android-like, in my opinion. So, but we'll see. And then last but not least, Salam said BA is right. Studio execs probably cursed the producer out. when they suggested Wolverine not being part of the reboot, they're gonna put him in their ticket sales. We gonna see, man. I just cause we still don't know what they're gonna do with Hugh Jackman yet. So we're gonna have to see where that goes. Cause remember we heard those rumors they're gonna have 2 Wolverines in the universe and all that trash. So we gonna see. But like I said, you don't necessarily need Wolverine to carry the franchise no more. Like this isn't Fox anymore. Like the Marvel brand on its own is stronger than Wolverine in the Fox universe. You know what I'm saying? So they don't necessarily need him anymore. You just add those. You try to build up those characters. Build up them characters, bro. That way, you need to get Wolverine out the way so we can finally get the true Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you put Wolverine in the forefront again, they're gonna put Cyclops back on the back burner. We're not gonna get the Cyclops we've been begging for. They're gonna be referring right back to 97 again. Like, oh, you know, we ain't watching this Cyclops no more. I got X-Men 97 at home. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. But listen, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man, for another episode, man. Listen, we will be back here on Saturday for more geek news. You guys already know. If you are new to the channel, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and join us here. We do this literally every Tuesday and Saturday morning, y'all. Shout out to we had a new subscriber tonight, man. So shout out to them. If you guys would do us a favor, try to hit a goal of maybe 250. If you guys can help us get to that goal, that'd be much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button, hit them likes for us tonight, man. That way they can help us out with that algorithm too. Find more geeks like yourself join us here. But with all that being said, man, of course, it's your boy Real. Got Big J in the building, Cuz in the building, got BA. Cuz we geek, we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We got one more for Salon. Salon says Wolverine and Deadpool may be made over $1 billion in a slumping box office market. He's going to be in there. Like I said, he'll eventually. You said made. Yeah, he's going to eventually be in the franchise. They're not going to just go without Wolverine. But I think, like I said, they're going to try to build up the other characters, kind of get everybody an idea what the other characters are like instead of just focusing on Wolverine. But like I said, we'll see. But like I said, with all that being said, man, it's your boy Real, Big J, BA, Cuz in the building, Cuz we geek. We talk about all things geek culture involving movies and television. We'll see you guys here on Saturday. Stay geeked, and we out.